Good morning, everyone. The market has been open 4 minutes, and we have a problem here. Is that the Nasdaq 100 is down on the opening bell pretty substantially, and that's 100 stocks that trade in the Nasdaq, and a lot of them are heavily related to technology that are in there, and we are seeing a lot of weakness here. More so than anywhere else. You got the S&P 500 up, but hey, when people are investing or holding, Apple is getting tortured. Google, on the other hand, hit 545 and is faded back as it's trying to put in a bottom. But this is very concerning, is that we are only open 5 minutes on the opening bell. And what's very concerning is that Nasdaq 100. And this is a 3-minute chart. And it's being sold off on the open. So it's very alarming. We will update people. I will take a look to see, other than, let's take a look at a daily chart. Here is a daily chart on the Nasdaq 100. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th day at support. If we break the support level on the Nasdaq 100, then that means that the Nasdaq comp will go lower. And this is where, during this last week, that the Nasdaq 100 has been fighting. And if you're going to be trading intraday on tech stocks, you better be way down below the market, because any bounce in any of these tech stocks are going to be short-lived because of the type of selling that we are getting in the Nasdaq 100. And it's very alarming for people. And that's the daily. And the weekly, I better take my Theraflu. Here on the Nasdaq 100, this is a weekly chart, and we've covered it for a few days. We are in what we call a beginning phase of a bear trend reversal. And what's going to make it that way is we actually had a close last week and this week. That's 2 weeks below the 10-week moving average. When the 10-week moving average does, that's the blue line here, when it rolls over the 20-week, or we cannot get back above it, then we will be in a bear market on the Nasdaq 100. And what will end up happening is that we have not seen on the opening bell, that opening bell, people, with that amount of haircut in this NDX 100, here it is. That's substantial. That is a substantial move down. The Nasdaq comp is down at 9. But what I'm trying to point out is that SMF Pro Traders, if you're going to buy that Apple, I gave a limit order out at whatever it was there. What was it? 202.56. But and we are having some hardcore selling in Apple. I just want to show you a couple of components that are related to the Nasdaq 100 that's contributing to it. And this trades in the Nasdaq 100. And so they have really, that could be contributed to it. There's other ones in the Nasdaq 100. Google, on the other hand, Google trades in the Nasdaq 100, but it's not taking the Nasdaq 100 down. It is Apple Computer. That's the main culprit, the greatest stock, Apple Computer. So we're in trouble here on a weekly, and we have a bear market reversal on the Nasdaq 100. And the amount of selling on the open is something to be concerned about. And the 10-minute or the 10-week period moving average, that's the 10-week, is very significant. It's flattening out. That means that this reversal is being confirmed. And that means that there's a lot of havoc for people. Because now, the 10-week moving average is no longer support, it's resistance. And the body was below it. This is the second week. That will make it 2 weeks. And that means that that is in the beginning stage of a bear market qualifier. A bear reversal. And the amount of selling that I am seeing in that index is quite alarming. We are setting up for a bear market reversal in the Nasdaq 100. Um, Here is the Nasdaq comp, as I showed before. If we close below the 10 week. The green line is a 200 week. The minute that that's violated, we have a bear market reversal. That's what I'm going to say. We have been open 10 minutes in the stock market. It's something I would be very concerned about. If we break 1090 here on the S&P, you're going down. Dow cannot maintain its selling off, but the heaviest, that Nasdaq 100, that is selling off substantially. Not a good sign. So I'm going to put out an SMF bear market reversal as of today on these two indexes. Check back with this. Let me pause the tape 1 second. Okay, we are now starting to level off, but this is the weekly chart of the Nasdaq comp, and we are below the 10 week. Twice, we got 1 week here below it and 1 week here. That's 2 weeks. All it takes is 4 weeks, and we will teach you how to use moving averages so that you can understand why something would go into a bear market reversal. We are going into a bear market reversal right now, ending the month of January 2010. And once again, www.stockmarketfunding.com. Call us at 702-685-0772. We will walk you through a daily, every day. We're here. We don't want to see you get hurt in these markets.